Russia have a fun amount of land though. I do like just the ability of Russia just to spawn everywhere. It's really satisfying. Like you just go, oh, here's a city, and go, bump, you've got the whole thing. Yeah, it makes the borders look a lot neater. Russia also, look at all these great people. I mean, this is why I like playing Russia in a game, because you can play all the culture games and win from them in that regard. But yeah, it's not going to get you very far. This is a domination-only game, although it does look like Russia is starting to have some luck with Aleppo. Now, that's intriguing, because Arabia have their knights, but then Russia have pikemen, which are pretty damn tough. So, yeah, this one might... I don't know how this war is going. At some point, Russia and Arabia went to war. I forgot to call it, because I think I was talking about Gandhi, but, you know, it's just one of those things. Oh, yep, Russia take Aleppo. And actually, it looks like the loyalty, they will be able to keep that one, so... It's just whether or not Arabia can fight their way out of this, because again, like the Kree, Arabia is starting to look a little bit surrounded now. You gotta like the braveness of Arabia. Even though Aleppo is taken, they're like, nope, we're gonna send a couple of troops after Moscow. Yeah, I mean, Russia, you've got to be a bit careful about this, otherwise you're gonna lose Moscow, and it's right in the heart of your empire. Moscow falls, and all of these cities are available to be attacked, although, again, Arabia and loyalty are not the best of friends. Well, when I said Persia, you've got to ramp it up a little bit. Yeah, that might do it. Are you watching, America? That's a lot of army. Without even needing to fight, America are just picking up random cities from the Kree here. As soon as they lose a city's loyalty, America is just right there just to pick it up. It's very satisfying for them, actually. And the Kree now starting to lose Ursa. You can see starting to lose this city as well, so it looks like the Kree are in a dark age, again being sort of hemmed in a little bit. Arabia, you feel that if Arabia were to lose one of these two cities, either Cairo or Sana'a, that's Arabia's empire sort of cut in two, and the Russians are going to have a lot more luck. Moscow, though, is starting to look very surrounded there. They've got to be careful, but Russia have not. They've got to be pretty close to getting Cossacks now, and Russia with Cossacks are. That's a fun combination. In fact, look, yeah, here we go. So Arabia did take Moscow, although they did also then lose Geneva. So Moscow will fall back to being Russian. But that's a little bit of a pain for Russia here. They've got, what, still on the map, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cities. So loads of cities for Russia, but still, their battle plan, not so great. Boston has fallen to Persia, and that's impressive, actually. Persia really starting to push. Even Washington's walls are now starting to get hit. Cincinnati increasingly looking surrounded. So Persia, just with one target, just a focused war effort, is doing very well. Yeah, Persia. Probably Persia and Russia, I would say, the forces in this game at the moment, although America are doing very ably in the middle of the map. Arabia and the Kree really have to kind of pull it back together, because again, Aleppo is now lost, but that was Russian. Moscow now lost. Now, that's 3 different city-states, or 3 states in the middle of the map here, so are we going to see the United States of Freedom again? Is that going to be a thing? Or, because America's in the map, is that too much freedom in one game? Do you know what I mean? Like, America has enough free for everybody. Oh, America are beginning to look a bit surrounded down south now. They've got to be careful. This unchecked Persian threat is very tough. Very tough, actually. Now, Cincinnati is completely surrounded. Now, so annoying. Persia, can you see here? Battering ram just in the capital. Well, not the capital, in Boston. Just move that towards Cincinnati. Go on. Then you can easily take the walls down. The computers and siege equipment, I really want to either mod it so that siege equipment isn't needed, or, you know, with the best situation is that we can find a mod that actually makes the computer use siege weaponry, but, I mean, even so that it's not needed, that would be quite a nice mod. The Kree take Armagh. That's an interesting one, and then Arabia takes this city here. Okay, so the Kree gain and lose a city very quickly. Hattusa looks like it's on its way out, and Arabia, again, cannot retain any loyalty on that city. Arabia's population, I think, is something to do with this, because 9 population is the highest population they've got in the biggest city. Russia with 10, not too much bigger, to be honest. Washington, again, with 10. What about Persia? 11? Looks like 11 is the highest, and then the Kree normally have pretty good, but no, only 7, so... Yeah, very low population in this match so far. Russia finally take Moscow back. That's quite good, although Russia do have loads of troops stationed around Geneva. Are Russia and Arabia still at war? I'm not actually sure. Let's see what Russia does. If they attack, yeah, they're attacking Geneva. Okay, Russia and Arabia are still at war. I think Geneva's going to fall to them. So Russia, it's licking its wounds. It's got Moscow back. Can it push in now? Take more. Yeah, it looks like they're going after Babylon, actually. Interestingly. Oh dear, America, yeah. Are you seeing this? This is tough. You've got to send troops down here. Persia has made peace with America. Never mind. Oh, how much are Persia going to regret that? That's tough to take. That's really tough to take. Although they could now go after the Cree, I guess. But oh, Persia, what were you doing? Now, if you were sensible and you could, Persia would join in some sort of war now with America and get their surprise war benefit back. But oh, Persia, what are you doing? You know, I just realised this city that Arabia was taking and then couldn't capture, that was the Cree capital. And now Arabia have taken another city, which again isn't going to be capped. But Arabia, it's just this sort of juxtaposition at the moment. Arabia just the very powerful war tool and absolutely no ability to keep any of their war gains. It's a real weird one there. Oh look, Geneva's free again. And Persia has now gone after the Cree. That's kind of what we thought they'd do. Now, oh, if they'd kept Washington and Cincinnati, the Persia would be in so much of a stronger position right now. But anyway, the Cree, yeah, pretty much no army at the moment. Unfortunately, I think this is probably the end for the Cree. If Persia use their extra movement well, which I'm kind of hoping they should, these cities are going to fall very quickly. Yeah, I mean, look at all this increased movement speed. And they've got siege weaponry. Come on, Persia. Show us some good rapid blitz war. And we've got a real case of the 3 states of Creedom here. Even the capital, the old capital of the Cree, I reckon, is going to rise up and be this new nation leader. That's really good. And don't worry about Arabia, people. They've managed to settle in the north. Look at that useful city. That's just wonderful. Oh, and Russia took Babylon, so again, Russia pretty much just with this entire side of the map. All theirs now. And the Cree cities are capitulating before Persia can get to them. I mean, Hattusa is about to fall, but yeah, oh no, Hattusa always been liberated. Persia didn't even want it. You can't help but feel that if Persia had not liberated some of these cities, like this city-state here, and this city-state here, although actually they're both science city-states, so now that they've liberated them, Persia, thinking about it, it's going to get a huge science bonus because they're going to be suzerain of both of them. That is interesting now I think about it, actually. After many, many years, Russia and Arabia finally make peace. I hope that war was everything you wanted, Russia. You know what, Russia definitely came out the winner from that. They took Novgorod back, they took Moscow back, Arabia have still got their 2 cities. But I can't help but feel that Russia have more of the map here. Now, Baltimore and San Francisco, those are potential targets for Russia now. If they move their troops down and start pushing the other side of Geneva, they can start putting pressure on America here. You know what, give them credit, Arabia have managed to, they're keeping themselves in this game by tooth and nail, taking both of these Cree cities, and actually now they've got the Cree capital. That pretty much puts Arabia on pole position for keeping and retaining these Cree cities up here. Hong Kong, I mean, if Persia do their thing with Hong Kong and Armagh, both of these will likely be liberated, because Persia just seems to have a bit of a thing for that at the moment. But, you know, Arabia, now sitting on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cities, so actually have overtaken America in city count. Good on you. The map is still very much split. The chaos, as we know it, is going up in the top of the map, but actually, generally speaking, everybody else in a state of weird peace. Russia, not at war with anybody. America, I think kind of with a couple of troops after the Cree, but not at war with anybody. Persia, again, a couple of troops up with the Cree, but not at war with anybody. It's Arabia. Arabia, the warmongers here. They're going after Hattusa. They're going after this 3-state here. It looks like Arabia might get their hands on this city. So, Arabia seems to be the ones taking advantage of this sort of lull in the middle of the map. Yeah, they have taken it. Look at that, of own rebellion in 3 turns. So that's only going to go one way, and that's Persia. Oh wow, look at that city. That's an ambitious settle. Persia and Cree make peace, so the Cree has 1 less enemy now. Although, unfortunately for them, Persia were the one they didn't have to worry about. Yeah, look, and again, Arabia take Geneva. So really just picking up cities now, Arabia. Oh, that's interesting though. America has made peace with Crete, America has declared war on Arabia, and Persia have declared war on Arabia. So the capturing of that couple of city-states must have triggered some sort of emergency against Arabia. Now, have they bitten off too much for them to chew? Because Arabia and America are going to have a big old war here. If Persia start putting the pressure on places like Hattusa, that's going to be tough for them to take as well. So yeah, Arabia might have to be careful here, otherwise they're going to get squeezed from a lot of different directions. Every time, though, I think Arabia's doing well, the loyalty starts kicking back in. Geneva, rebellion in 2 turns. So all of that extra stuff that they got, they're going to lose. And Russia now have Cossacks. If Russia were to declare war now, and they've got siege equipment on the borders of Aleppo, yeah, they've got to be careful, Arabia. They are at war with too many people. This is unsustainable. Persia, though, they do liberate both city-states. Really weird. Maybe Persia are happy with the land they've got and they just want these buffer states around them. Geneva, back to being a 3-state, and it's going to rebel in 10 turns. So will Russia send its Cossacks down quickly and take the city over? And will it liberate it again, or will it just incorporate it as part of their empire? Russia could do with an extended border against America if they want to take advantage of America, especially because they've just got no troops on this side. Yeah, got to be a little bit careful here, America. All of their troops are up in the north, but actually their troop count is pretty low. Persia went after them as well. This could be a problem. Weirdly though, Hattusa is still technically under siege. Boo! You gotta love modded civ. Unfortunately, I can't even reopen this because, yeah, Norway are out, and when you use the autoplay mod, you have to have the original country that you're watching, which is Norway, in the match to restart it. You know what? What have we had? In the first series, we had 7 heats, we had 3 semi-finals and 1 final, so that's 11 games. We've had another 6, 17, and then we've had this one here. So this is the 18th game I've run with autoplay. So the first time we've had like a proper breakdown, or like a sort of losing, what do they call it, like a program shot here. So I'm going to call it, I personally think it was fairly clear that Russia and Persia were winning this one, and actually you could see that America and Arabia were starting to really get whittled down. I don't think either of them were going to get back into this, just Russia and Persia doing really well, so I'm going to put them through. What I would like to know though is, let me know in the comments, do you think I should have a playoff between Gandhi and Norway, just because I didn't actually play Gandhi because I mucked up twice, or should I just put Norway through? What do you guys think? Sorry for not completing this again, it's a bit of a pain, I know, and also I'm looking at my recording, I'm about 3/4 of the way through the time I would normally spend this, otherwise I'd start again, but time is a little bit limited for me at the moment, and I'm sure you guys understand, I can't just lose all of this footage, so I will put it up. Yeah, so that is decided. I've left a couple of the comments open on a few of the heats to see what you guys think about like a position number 2 in a couple of the heats. I've been watching your comments come in. Thank you so much for commenting again. I do read them all. I'm sorry if I respond very slowly at times, but it's just because I'm useless, number 1, and then I've also got a full-time job, so I'm sure you can understand. But I think I'll make a decision with the semi-final over the next sort of couple of days, so we'll have a think about how those are going. I'll make the semi-finals up, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing who's going to go through. Thank you very much for watching, guys. It's really appreciated, and I shall see you all next time. Bye!